Quick clap. See you later, suckers.
Such incredible style and features at such great value.
Go.
It's gonna feel like you stole it.
They'll never take us alive. Never.
And it's fun to pretend you did. Suzuki.
College educates the mind, spirit and heart. Visit monavey.com.
Part of the Ace Radio Network, 88.9 and 93.7 Mix FM.
12 degrees in Melbourne, showers tomorrow, a top of 15. It's 5 o'clock. Good afternoon. I'm Tony Tardio. The Billawheeler family has been granted permanent visas. Officials from the Department of Home Affairs visited the family of four at their home in Queensland to deliver the news. The family and their supporters have been campaigning for this moment for 4 years. Comanchero boss Mark Buddle has faced court in Melbourne after being extradited from Darwin overnight over the alleged importation of $40 million worth of cocaine. He was flown back to Melbourne on a private plane. Adam Hegarty reports.
In court, in the dock, didn't have much to say, just sat there, mask, arms folded, flanked by two prison officers. Did manage a wave to his lawyer, though, as he left back to those police cells, and that, of course, follows that extraordinary extradition process overnight under the cover of darkness from Darwin to Melbourne. Cuffed, shackled, and in the custody of AFP officers in balaclavas. Later, when he touched down in Melbourne, he was escorted into a waiting van and then taken straight into the police cells, into police custody.
A man has died in a worksite accident in Melbourne's north. It's understood the man was trying to fix a tipper truck on Rawton Street at Wollert when the truck fell on him around 2 o'clock this afternoon. WorkSafe is investigating. Another 34 people have died with COVID in Victoria as hospital cases continue to fall to 699. 39 are in intensive care. 7 need a ventilator to breathe. There have been 7,500 new COVID cases reported in the past 24 hours. A senior Andrews government minister has hit out at the opposition leader over the donation scandal, claiming he's compromised his position to lead. Jala Pulfas says Matthew Guy needs to respond to questions about his involvement in the scandal that resulted in the resignation of his chief of staff. She says it's important he does that, seeing he's putting himself up as the alternative premier at the November state election. But Mr Guy says he won't be lectured to by any government minister from the Andrews government, denying he's been approached from within his own party about his suitability to lead.
Don't accept it at all. No one's called me about that. I don't believe they will. They should be more focused on the Premier's leadership. The Premier's leading the most corrupt government in Victoria's history.
A 16-year-old youth has been charged with a fray following a stabbing in Dandenong. An 18-year-old man suffered life-threatening injuries in the incident at a supermarket on McRae Street shortly after 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon. Guy Sebastian's former manager will remain on bail after a third application to take him into custody was dismissed. Josh Bryant in Sydney.
Titus Day was in June found guilty of 34 counts of embezzlement totalling more than $600,000 owed to the pop star. He's been on bail since the verdicts, and applications to revoke the bail under changes which recently passed state parliament have been rejected in the district and Supreme Courts. Prosecutors again sought to take him into custody, arguing the case does engage the new bail laws, but the Court of Criminal Appeal has rejected the detention application. At the Supreme Court, Josh Bryant, 9 News.
In finance news, the share market up 42 points, the dollar buying 69.66 US cents.
Sonia Gillingham knows the Hamilton property market. Call Sonia at Groves Real Estate.
Brisbane Lions coach Chris Fagan says he'd be welcome to a conversation with Lance Franklin if he's serious about moving north. The out-of-contract Swan is reportedly considering a move to Queensland to be closer to family. Fagan says while he thinks it's more likely Franklin will retire, he'd be open to a phone call.
If it came to pass down the track that they do move here, there's someone reaches out from his camp and suggests that he still wants to play, then we would be remiss as a footy club not to go and have a conversation with him. But we're not the only club in Queensland, are we?
Collingwood coach Craig McRae is encouraging fast ball movement tonight against Melbourne as the Pies chase an 11th consecutive victory. Matthew Denny is feeling a sense of relief after winning gold in the discus at the Commonwealth Games. He threw a personal best of 67.26 metres. It's 5:05. That's the latest in news and sport.
If you have an unwanted tree that needs removing or trees that are encroaching on fence lines, Barco can sort it out. They're your local accredited professional team and one-stop shop for tree lopping and traffic management.
The next time you try a McCafe coffee, you'll be enjoying the delicious taste of Australia's most popular barista-made coffee. Just one of many reasons to try McCafe.
It's hard to believe that some people buy beds out of town. Makes you wonder if they've ever been to Beds. And if they know how good the staff are and the time they spend making their customers happy, shopping elsewhere is a bit silly, really. Beds of Portland, MixxFM's Business of the Month.
MixxFM, your official emergency broadcaster.
On your next outdoor adventure,
MixxFM weather.
Southern Grampians Livestock and Real Estate welcomes Edith Fox to the Portland sales team.
Taking a look at the 4-day forecast, the strong wind warning is still present for the west coast. Partly cloudy skies for tonight and an overnight low of 5 degrees. Cloudy tomorrow with a very high chance of showers in the late morning and afternoon. Sunday, partly cloudy, high chance of showers in the morning and afternoon, light winds reaching 12. And Monday, chance of morning frost, partly cloudy day and a top of 13. Hamilton tomorrow reaching 13, Portland and the coast also 13.
Harvey Norman Hamilton, your TV specialist.
Right now, it's 11 degrees.